I'm in the middle of a dining room refresh, and there are some things that I need. By the way, that's what these big white things are. Those are lights. I'm gonna head out to the thrift store because there are still some items that I need. I'm gonna see what I can find. Now, I may or may not find anything that I need for this room, but I might find some things that I need for future room refreshes. Let's head out to the thrift store. I've arrived at my first stop for the day of thrift shopping, and this might be the only stop, I don't know, but I wanted to mention something for a lot of you subscribers who know about the circumstance that I'm in. My husband passed away last May in 2025, and I'm just still walking through a grief journey, and I will be for a long time. And part of that grief journey is encountering experiences that you had with your spouse that kind of sneak up on you, and you don't realize it until it's there. For instance, this morning when I left the house, I knew I was coming to this particular thrift store. And then as I was driving here, it's a good hour from my house, as I was driving here, I had a memory that I came here weeks before my husband passed away. It was a day that we were going to meet at our local motor vehicle and renew our license. We renewed our license together every time it needed to be renewed. Our birthdays were only 11 days apart. So when one needed to renew, we both did. We were the same age, born the same year. So for our 42 years of marriage, we renewed our license together every single time. So the plan was that particular day we would meet, which is not far from where I am now. We would meet there, and I thought, oh, well, that's a great day to go to this particular thrift store. And it's only open on certain days of the week. I mean, it just was like the perfect storm to be here. So I'd gone to thrifting, and then we met over at motor vehicle to do our license, renew our license, and we went out to dinner. I forgot all about that day until my trip down here, and it just kind of hit me. And that is part of the grieving process of having events like that kind of sneak up. Now, I had a tear or two, maybe more, on the drive. I was careful, don't worry, I was safe. I've decided a long time ago, when the tears come, I'm going to let them come, and I'm still continuing to do that. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, don't go. Maybe it's too early. Maybe you shouldn't go. Then I changed my mind. And why did I change my mind? I decided to come anyway and enjoy the memories as they pop up, even if they bring tears. Enjoy the memories that this event, that this experience brings. So that's what I'm going to do. My husband would have said, if it were any other circumstance, and I was like, honey, I don't feel like going because it brought a sad memory, he'd be like, Cindy, go. Just go. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, it's really crowded here. It's packed because it's one of these thrift stores that's open for a limited time each week or each month. I can't remember. I'll put a little link to their website so that if you're local, you can check it out. One of my subscribers here on YouTube recommended this place to me a while back, and I've come now and I really enjoy it. So let's go see what they have. Got to get opinions here. All right, that rug is really pretty. I love the colors and such. It's very dirty. Lots and lots of cat hairs, but it's only $5. I think it's a 5x7. I'm thinking on it. I didn't buy anything today. That's fine. I'm not gonna consider this a fail at this spot. It got me out of the house, something to do, and it also helped me to face a hard thing I wasn't expecting to face, but still nonetheless kind of faced it, and that was good. I'm gonna go to another place. There's a couple more places that I can stop, see if I find anything. I just pulled into my next stop, which is the Goodwill over there, but as I was pulling in, I realized it's also connected to another store I want to visit, so let's go in here and take a look at rugs. I'm so bummed out. The rug that I want is almost $800. That is a little steep for me. Let's head over to Goodwill and see what's going on over there. Okay. That was a dry run too. That's all right. I'm out and about. That's good. Let's see. I'm gonna get on Google Maps. I still am about 45 minutes away from home. So I'm gonna get on Google Maps and see what else I might be missing sometimes you ride by these stores so infrequently that you don't even know, or you forget, which is the case that I have right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get myself to my car and see what else is around here. Before I head out to my next spot, let me just chat about some things I don't have any luck finding at a thrift store. Rugs in the size that I need. That's a big one. Like, it's hard to find the color that I want in the size that I want. That's kind of a no-brainer. Now, I can find lots of smaller rugs, but it's harder to find the big ones for whatever reason. If you have any idea why, let me know down below. I kind of have a suspicion why, but we'll see what you guys have to say. And the other thing I have trouble finding are curtains. Like, I have in my home, a lot of my bedrooms have 3 windows. So almost always I have to order curtains for that many windows. That's a challenge to find. And let's see, what else do I have trouble finding? Well, that's the only thing I can think of right now, because those are the 2 things that I'm really looking for all of these room refreshes that I'm doing. A room refresh that I'm not going to do really quickly, like one of the spare bedrooms. I'm still keeping an eye out for those things. I had mentioned one of the rooms that I want to refresh is that back room where the toys are and blah, blah, blah. I want to turn it into a library. So I'll need pretty curtains back there, a nice rug. I'll need some things for that room. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out as I visit some of these stores. Anyway, those are the 2 things that I have the biggest struggle finding. A large rug, like an 8x10 in the colors that I need, and what was the other thing? Curtains. I'm home from my trip, and on the way home, I got myself a blizzard. That was kind of fun. That was lunch. I don't do that often, or maybe I do. I did find 2 other thrift stores to go to. I did a little Google search in the area where I was, and I found 2, and I didn't do any recording because I did not go into either one of them. Here was the deal. When I rode by them, they weren't like a name brand, like a Goodwill. It wasn't that kind of a thrift store. It was more of the privately owned sort. And when I rode by, I don't know, I just had a vibe that they didn't have the kind of things that I was looking for. I don't know how to say that without sounding in a certain way, but both of them, one was just, yeah, I could just tell they did not have the kind of things I was looking for. And then the other one, what happened? Oh, I rode by and the sign said closed, even though on Google it said that they were open. So I don't know what that was all about. I decided to come on home. The reality of thrift shopping sometimes is you can go into several stores and get nothing, and that's okay. I mean, I don't need to give you permission to say that that's okay, but for me, it was okay that I didn't find anything. I didn't spend any money on things I didn't need. And this time around, I just didn't find anything. So the things that I was looking for today, I just didn't find. I was looking for possibly some more artwork. I was looking for a curtain rod. Didn't get that, so I'm going to order one. What else? I looked at rugs. Like, nothing worked out, and that's fine this time around. I'm going to continue working on my dining room refresh, so stay tuned for that video. I've got some ideas coming, and now I'm going to have to get a new curtain rod to come. All right, well, I better get in the house and keep working on that dining room refresh. I'll see you next time.